Coding versus programming. What is the difference? In simple terms, coding means to write code or a set of instructions which guide your computer or any electronic device to perform a task. A coder is someone who translates a human language into well-defined and compilable texts. Coding refers to the act of writing code, whereas programming is a wider term that is generally associated with all the aspects of creating applications. However, the terms coding and programming are used interchangeably. When someone works as a programmer, they have to juggle tasks between coding, testing, debugging, etc., intending to produce a quality software product. Coding is a general term for writing machine-readable codes. Anyone can learn how to code and become a coder. However, to become a programmer, one needs proper technical skills and qualifications. Understanding the working of coding. You give computers instructions in what is known as code. In a similar way to how you might have a recipe for how to cook something, you tell the computer about elements it needs to work with, like the ingredients. You give it instructions and there might be some conditions it needs to choose between options, like choosing whether an oven is electric or gas and then following the corresponding temperature. These instructions you give the computer need to be broken down into every single task without ambiguity. So how do you give computers instructions they can follow? This exercise is designed to get you thinking more like a computer by telling a computer how to boil a kettle. Put the kettle on exercise. Breaking down what you are trying to do into small parts is a key element of coding, also known as computer programming. Coding can look like this. Code as recipe. Computers need to follow instructions step by step to do things. Code can be compared to a recipe to cook something. You need ingredients, instructions, and conditions. Computers need very specific instructions in order to do things. Breaking down instructions. First, computers need instructions like humans doing a new task. Second, these need to be broken down into simple steps. Third, computers cannot learn the task, but you can create functions to save those instructions to reuse elsewhere. The kinds of instructions computers need can be compared to when you need to learn how to do a new task. Instead of starting from the overall task, example, how to make a cup of tea, you would break it down into smaller tasks, such as finding the tea, putting the kettle on. However, humans can then learn to do the task without breaking it down. Fourth, computers always need the full instructions, though it is responsible to use functions to call a set of instructions without writing them out again and again. Process of writing code. First, define the goal. Second, decide what it needs to do. Flowchart, pseudocode, etc. Third, code each step. Pseudocode is what the code needs to do. written out in regular language. Example, get the spreadsheet, get the cell, get the value of the cell, change the value.